Hello all, this is Zimnala coming at you with another adventure in Demise, Rise of the Gutan. We're going to be continuing our solo play. We're rolling out through Magi. We actually did gain to the next usage level, so we should look at our stuff and figure out what we can wear. And what our next upgrades are going to be. So this is at 33. That's going to come pretty fast. So those two are 33. Not too shabby. There's technically a better hat I could wear, but I don't really think I care. We'll get to this one pretty quick. Well, quick enough. But we might also find the hat that we can wear. It's technically possible. I just don't care enough to go buy it right now. Well, the mines have regenerated, so let's go and beat them down again for a quick little round. The days of it actually pinning us are over, but it will get us a good portion of the way there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's gonna come just shy of pinning us. But it could prove me wrong. That's a little closer than I thought it was gonna be. I'll give it that. Looks like I was pretty much right on the money, though. We're gonna go try playing down the forest. Zebrats used to be really dangerous, but if they're only going to be one group of that, a full group of them can be really dangerous to us still. The fact that they like to be like mixed groups actually makes them considerably less dangerous. And this floor starts becoming dangerous because it's getting closer to where you start having double groups of spellcasters. That's a lot for a single character to deal with. Our resistances are definitely not high enough to have a good time with that. So it's been about 27 hours since I made this character, and I'd say we're decently strong. We're like solo fighting on 13 and 14. Unfortunately, 13 and 14 are kind of like a hard cap for a bit though. We'll have a real bad time on 15. Even 14, the main part's pretty dangerous for us. We're gonna have a hard cap for a while. Now there are a few ways past this barrier we could become good enough at casting attack magic that we could kill most things that are dangerous, which would require a butt ton of spellcaster things. We could also raise our resistances to the point where it's much less of a problem. We're kind of going to do a little bit of both. We could also raise our healing that we could potentially recover from all of these, but still, the main danger is not healing, it's actually being one-shot. A double spellcaster group does have that capacity for solo characters. Now something interesting I heard is that in multiplayer there is a mechanic where not everyone will cast on a solo character. Oh, and I don't think that's actually present in the main single player game like this. I think that's a multiplayer edition. Oh, that's a bad group. We don't actually want to fight the tree ants. They will paralyze us. They're actually monsters from about, I want to say 10 floors lower. I have briefly covered on it in the past, but one of the things is that if you get paralyzed in a single player game, you're probably dead in whichever encounter it happens in. There have been very few circumstances where you survive that. You either have to be so much stronger than them that they can't hurt you, or you just have to be incredibly lucky. As you can see, that area did clear another pin on us, so bam, bam. Let's see, what do we got? Twisted Dwarf. Yeah, I think we can do that. I kind of hope I have them in here. We sure do. Yeah. I know where to find them, though. They're actually even easier to get than the rowdies would be. So, on that note, it's actually a less dangerous mission than even the first one. But we are making great progress. 48 was when we said we would get 2 before we decide what our next adventure is. That time is coming quickly. Is it still cleared? It sure is. Okay. Yeah, not too shabby. We're getting by. We're definitely having to clear more and more of these areas, though, which is fine. Oh yeah, wisps are also a danger. Let's not forget that. So one of the changes that is here from the base game is that lesser wisps cast mind spells now. They didn't used to cast anything. So they were actually made more difficult than they used to be. I mean, that just decides that we're gonna switch to Sorcerer for a while. Get those resists up. I mean, healing's all nice and good, and we will have the capacity to heal, but resists are gonna be what makes life livable. Well, like, we're gonna do it in stages. We're gonna basically go up a usage level with one, switch classes, do the next. Like, we'll get much stronger pretty quickly. Yeah, last summons can actually paralyze you too. They can be a problem. Well, another pin, not too shabby. And that will put us up another item usage level. What level is this at? Well, that's actually not worth using anymore, unfortunately. Let's get that out of our pocket. It was good at that point. So this one's at level 38. We'll be there soon. It's a modest increase. Another thing to note is that the Amulet of Deceit is actually a stat negative. It will actually lower our stats to use it, but it will be worthwhile. Oh right, it's the other way. Alright, where did I go? Oh, I got turned around. That's what happened. Alright, we got this. Oh, I know where we are. Don't mind me. I'm just in a bit of a daze. Navigational errors, you know. We blasted through these areas so quickly with my main team that I kind of just went past it mentally. This character's gonna have a lot more time traversing these types of areas. Yeah, we don't need to fight these guys. I really wish fighting these dragons was a winning arrangement, but we don't quite heal enough to be worth it. I mean, they are a great experience. They're just also greatly going to reduce our HP to 0. Or cause us to use a lot of healing items. Yeah, even wisps who are not as tanky as them and do a lot of damage to us. That's such a weird group. Why would there just be dwarven guards in the back? I guess it's just nice that because we're playing an evil character, dragons are less likely to be aggressive for the most part, because most of them are also evil. There's a couple that are considered good. But those ones are actually the less dangerous ones. This is definitely right on the edge of our safety levels. I think if we go down to 14, we'll have a real bad time. Or at least have the capacity to have a real bad time. Even here, we're getting beat up a little bit. If you want to look, I'll show you. The most important other one is Ninja at 139, Sorcerer at 65, and Warlock at 53. So we have some options for spells. Right now we're leveling up side guilds to give us... Yeah, it's basically what you have to do to survive solo play. Well, or at least you don't have to, but it makes it much nicer feeling. We actually have an Amulet of Deceit waiting at home. We acquired it from the tavern. When heal gets cheap enough, we'll basically be able to heal forever. Yes, I have a full party that's going through the Revenge of the Tavern Keeper content. This is a solo challenge character that I'm playing as a side thing as a break. I'd also kind of like to show people that it's possible to play through it solo, you know? I still think it's more than possible. It's definitely not easy.
Cool.
We're actually at one of the awkward points in the early point where you can't quite heal effectively, and our fighting and spell casting's only in the middle. Once it tips over, we'll be fine. We're currently burning all the reserves of healing items we've collected over time. Like, I've got, like, giant stacks of them, but, we need to get our own ability to heal up naturally so that we will be able to survive past this point. Because this is about the point where spellcasters will get you. It was about time that got taken out. It is nice being able to pin twice, though. I'm really glad our other characters unlock that. Well, we basically full cleared 13, so... we're gonna have to start poking upwards, doing 10 and 11 more thoroughly. Yeah, if I was playing a neutral character, this would also be a little simpler, because cleric's healing spells are a lot cheaper, but we'd have different problems. Our resist would be so expensive that we couldn't cast all of them ourselves for a while. So, different sets of problems. But as a compensation, we got Ninja. Ninja's nice. That's okay. And after this run, things should start respawning and we'll be able to hit the normal spots again. But the thing is that we just killed things so quickly that it was cleared out. Yeah, I don't suspect that we'll actually pin clearing this floor, but you know, I think we'll come somewhere close. The other thing I have to watch out for here is we don't really want to fight fire ants. That's not a winning strategy for us. Fortunately, they're not often the attackers. In many ways, a group of 2 sets of fire ants would probably kill us faster than even those dragons would. Because they not only breathe fire on you, they also spit acid. Their physical attack doesn't really come up to much though, but they still try to do that as well. These hallways are still bugged. Monsters can't really pathfind to you effectively in them. Sure, I'll carry a snake. They're just gonna die, though. There they go, already on their way out. So tragic. Although technically I can carry one and revive it, maybe, for selling.
Cool.
Not for profit, just to put it in the store. This one might actually do something. Alright, let's go clear it the other way. It's coming a little closer than I suspected, but I think it'll still be a little short. Maybe it'll make it. Honestly, I'm more surprised that our inventory made it without filling up. Nah, I think it's gonna be like a couple thousand short, but we can dip down. Surprisingly close, though. What I am surprised about is that our other snake is still alive. That is what's actually surprising me. If I fight the hellhounds, they'll die though. So I guess I'll just fight the next two instead. Alright, I think this was something we could wear, right? 38. Moderate increase. Might as well. And that's coming up right on its tail, 48. So we won't get a lot of usage out of it, but it is a modest increase. Well, this does probably mean that the mines are open up for business again. You know how it is, the Demise characters yearn for the mines. I think that's how the saying goes. I suppose we should look to see how heal spells are coming along. Yeah, we got a double our level to reduce minor heal down enough to be at minimum cost. So that will take a while, but we should be able to utilize it to some degree soon. When I switch over to 49, I'm gonna see if it keeps us in the green using Amulet of Deceit. Yeah, that one doesn't have any stats on it, or I would use it. Yeah, last time we were able to almost pin. This time it's absolutely not happening, but it will get us a good portion of the way towards it. Looks like we get our first level up right around the Dwarven Lord. We'll probably get to our second level up too, but that's probably where it'll take us. You'll probably still need like 40,000 or more. Probably 50,000 or more actually at this point. Yeah, it looks like it was 80,000, not 40,000, but that's okay. We actually have a shortcut back to where we were fighting anyway. Ah, Gale Demons suck. That's gonna be a universal constant. I never figured out why they have it marked as a stud square when it's actually a layer.
Cool. Cool.
At least all the bloodsuckers are a decent experience. Most of the other stuff is just eh. There we go. Dungeon bear, huh? I think I have some saved up. We'll find out, though. Sure do. I mean, hitting the mines is not just good experience, it also gets us more healing items. See what's going on here, clear out any bogus these. You do have to clear out bad quests or it'll push out good quests. So. But yeah, thank you all for watching. I'm going to take a couple moment break and then we will head back in.